What is the absolute best two-way 12-inch powered speaker on the market? I don't know. But I was attempting to answer that question in one of the DJ support groups. Let me read you the question. I'm looking for the absolute best 12-inch point source speaker on the market, something that can handle full range without a sub, loud, in all caps, and clear. I already have RCF Art 932s, so don't comment anything below that level. I want better! Exclamation point. Thanks! Exclamation point. I was in the middle of answering this question, and I was giving a very thoughtful response. I was trying to be helpful, and the power went out. That was disheartening, so I thought, you know what, this is just going to be much easier to shoot a video. Maybe not as eloquent as my comment would have been, because my writing skills are typically better than my speaking skills, but I will do my absolute best with this and try to help and shed some light on this. Before we go any further, this video right here is brought to you by Hollywood DJ, located on 11th Street in Los Angeles, California. Check them out for any of your DJ related needs, including the absolute best 12-inch two-way powered top cabinet on the market for DJs, or whatever else you might need. Check out their website or give them a call. Alan there is a good friend of mine. He will hook you up. Thank you, Hollywood DJ, for being one of our channel sponsors. So before we go any further at all, let me just say this. I feel like this is a very incomplete question. And the reason it is because we don't know what the application here is. And we're not quite sure what they're trying to achieve. I looked at the RCF Art 932 because I'm not familiar with it. RCF makes some fantastic speakers. Let's go ahead and have a look at it. So the first thing I want to look at is sound pressure level. And I'm looking here, it says up to 132 decibels. That's pretty aggressive. How aggressive is 132 decibels? I have a set of Electro Voice EKX 12Ps. They're 132 decibels. And those to me are really good for school dances for conservatively up to 500, but I've ran them for up to 600-700 kids. That's not the responsible thing to do, but I've done it. So these are aggressive. I will also tell you that I've ran them with a subwoofer. And the reason I've ran them with a subwoofer is because when you're dealing with a two-way top cabinet, you're dealing with a horn that's producing some mids and highs, and you have a woofer that's producing mids and mid bass. You really need a three-way to complete this. So you've got highs, mid bass, and lows. Lows are handled by your subwoofer. If you're expecting your two-way top cabinet to produce sub bass, I think that's very unrealistic, especially when you're trying to be really aggressive with the system. So let's stop there. This is an incomplete question because we don't know the application. What are you doing? 150-person weddings? Are you doing 300 kids school dances? 1,000 kids school dances? What's up here? I mean, if you want a more aggressive speaker, we can talk about that, because the one that comes to mind for me, that's, as Ben Stowe calls, weapons grade, and it's still an amazing speaker. I've used it, and I've rented it because I don't own it. I don't use it enough, but when I need it, I can rent it. That would be the Electro Voice ETX12P. That sucker's coming in at 135 decibels. You might say 132 to 135 doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It's a lot. It takes that 132 decibels that I'm producing for school dances and really more than doubles the size of an audience I can play for. I've used it for up to 1,200 and more, and it's done it with no problems at all. So it's a very aggressive speaker. But can I tell you that it's producing sub bass standalone without a sub? No, I can't tell you that, because I think that our friend here needs to add a subwoofer to his system. It sounds like he wants it to be loud, which 132 decibels is plenty loud and clear if you're using good stuff, and I believe RCF is good stuff. But without a sub, I mean, sub is a very different animal. That's vibration, and that's physics. A 12-inch speaker that's trying to do a lot of things. It's trying to produce mids, mid bass, and sub bass. Is not going to do this efficiently. If you want clear, this is how you clear up the speaker and how you make it sound better. You add a sub. You can add a single sub to the system and you cross over that signal where the top cabinet only has to deal with, I don't know, let's say 100 hertz and above. It's only dealing with highs, mids, and mid bass. That's all it's dealing with. And let the sub handle the sub bass, because I think when you're trying to send full range to a two-way top, and especially when you're using like highly compressed audio, the woofer itself can get a little confused and it's trying to do too many things. When you take a lot of that load off of that 12-inch woofer and put it on a sub crossed over properly, 100 hertz and above for the top, 100 hertz and below for the sub, roughly about that, it wakes up the top cabinet and you get the bass you're looking for. The speaker can focus on the highs and the mids, as well as the mid bass, and then the sub can handle all the sub work for you. So I don't know if he really wants more aggressive. I don't know how many people he's playing for. I don't know if he's trying to make them deaf. I don't know anything about this person, but I can tell you that, yeah, he might be expecting a little much from a top cabinet all by itself. If he wants more aggressive, that ETX 12P is going to be much more aggressive at 135 decibels. But he's looking at huge audiences. And I don't know that he's going to realize the bass he wants. Again, you want to clean up that top cabinet, you put a sub on it. It turns it into a three-way system crossed over properly. You're golden. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Am I out of my mind? Some people think I am. Do you? Let me know. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.